Joey G, you gonna love him? Keep it going for Joey G, please. Yo. Hey, I want to hear it for him, please.
What y'all do? How y'all do? What y'all do? Yeah, keep it gangster.
Hey guys.
Look at them gangster.
They cut off the song quick. Did you guys all hear what it was? It's fabulous. Gangster. I picked it. Just so you know, I want it to be accurate. They're like, what song describes you? I was like, I think you guys know the answer. They're like, we'll cue that shit up for you. I was like, thank you. Yep. Banana Republic, head to toe, kids. That's how we fucking do it in the Queens Comedy Festival that doesn't really exist. And that's why Mike stuttered when he said it, threw off his whole intro. Did you hear that? He's like the quiff fucking some bullshit Joey G. Oh, this is nice. Thanks for coming out. Hey, you guys have a good holiday, everybody? Yeah, who gives a shit, right? Like, the holidays are over and it's cold, so now we're just mad. We're just mad that we have to be alive for the next 2 months. It's not that exciting, really. I went home for the holidays, hung out with my married friends. I can't stand hanging out with married guys, like, just the pressure they put on me when we go out. They just want me to hook up with someone so badly. Like, it just means everything to them. Like, I can't take it. Like, we'll be out, they'll be like, what's up? I'll be like, some girl I work with is coming by later. They're like, you gonna fuck her? I'm like, I'm gonna try, yeah. Of course, I'm gonna try. I mean, I have a hard enough time doing this without you putting the weight of the world on my shoulders. Like, I have a pair of socks that match every sweater I own. I'm always trying, okay? I promise you I'm trying. Fucking Jesus Christ. This is brutal, married. You know? Some of my friends have kids. You know what? I didn't realize how hard it is to name a baby. I didn't realize that was like a thing. You know? Because like by the time 2 people are 30 years old, like you've both come across so many people that you hate. That there's like so many names that are off limits. Imagine you're like sitting there with someone, she's like, let's call him Matthew. I'm like, oh wait, the guy you dated for 3 years before me? No fucking chance. I'm like, let's call him Mike. She's like, oh, your friend you do coke with every time you guys hang out? Not him specifically, but I'd be very lucky if our kid turned out as awesome as Mike. It's a good time. I don't know, people with babies, man. The baby, you guys are friends with babies, like the babies are so cute. But like how many fucking pictures a day can I push like on? I don't know how many I can do, like, they're just relentless, you know? They're like, here he is sleeping. I'm like, yeah, I heard they do that a lot. Like, I don't, like, oh my God, look, here's his hand next to mine, it's so small, oh my God. You ever seen a hand this small? I'm like, yeah, this whole thing is not that amazing. Like I started having sex 13 years ago and I have 0 kids. That's incredible. Just post pictures of myself every Sunday morning, like another drunk, sex-filled weekend, no kids. The champion remains undefeated. I feel like I'm losing my mind sometimes, guys. You ever feel like you don't really have full control of what's going on up there? You ever feel like that? You just feel like a little shit? You ever just like look at someone you don't know and just start wishing mean shit on them? And you're like, is this normal? Is this an emotion I should be experiencing? You ever do that? I do it with tourists all the time. You ever see like a group of tourists when they go like running for the subway? And like they just make it on at the last second, they're like all excited. They're like, yeah, we made it, this is awesome, real New York City subway, look at all the lights, what's the next stop? Yeah. And then like they don't grab on anything. The train, we'll see them go flying. Like that's the kind of shit I'm rooting for. I Everybody's nice though, right? They hold the door for each other. They yell at them, like, let go of the door. They're like, come on. All 12,000. Yeah, nobody's got to get to work. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't do that, you know? Like, when people are running to catch the train, as the doors are closing in their face, I just stare at them expressionless, just... And as it's pulling away, I just slowly... I don't know, I can't help it. I just, even when I'm not doing it, I'm just always thinking about fucking with people. You know, I just have this like insatiable urge to just like rock people's world. You know, like the other day I was at my day job and I went downstairs in the middle of the day to get some fruit. And I get back in the elevator, I'm coming up on the elevator, it's just me, one other guy, and I have a banana in my hand. And as I'm getting off the elevator, I'm like, what would this guy do if I just turned around and I was just like, bah, and just ran away? Like his mind would be blown. Like he'd be in therapy, you know? He'd be like, I'm hallucinating things. He'd be like, what do you think you saw? He'd be like, some guy deep-throated a banana at me the other day. He'd be like, yeah, you're fucked up. That definitely didn't happen. That would never happen in a million years. Big fan of homosexual males. Any homosexuals here tonight? Hey, thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. You know, I guess you guys reduce the competition. That's like, it's the most basic benefit that nobody seems to want to acknowledge. Like I used to work in this small office where it was like me, a couple of married dudes, and like 2 really hot chicks. So the whole time I worked there, I'm like, well, it's only a matter of time before I get with one of these girls. Then this guy comes along, it's his first day, he's like jacked out of his mind, 6'3", like perfect 3/4 part. I'm like, son of a bitch, this guy is gonna clean up, I'm fucked. They're like, no, don't worry about it, Peter's gay. I was like, back in first place, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Sit down, Peter. You're gonna be the best wingman I ever had. It's good stuff. A lot of racial tension out there right now. I think the only group I'm personally afraid of is middle-aged white ladies. Because if you piss off a middle-aged white lady, like, there's gonna be consequences. You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna find out who's in charge of you, and she's gonna send them an email. And she is gonna continue sending emails until she gets a response. She's gonna put things in the subject line, like, following up on person who did something I didn't like. You know, like, you can't fuck with them, like, it's always some random shit that annoys them too, you know? You'd be on like a family vacation at like a lake somewhere. Someone's like, you see that tree that overhangs the water? And you're like, yeah. They're like, there used to be a rope, and you'd swing off the rope into the water. You're like, what happened to the rope? They're like, nobody knows. I'm like, I know. Some white lady's spastic kid let go of the rope too soon, hit a rock. She wrote a letter to town, and now the rope's gone, you know? It's how they operate. Hopefully there's no middle-aged white ladies in the audience tonight. Otherwise they're gonna write a letter to the club and I'm never gonna be invited back here. That's how they roll. All right guys, my name's Joey, a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of the show, everybody. Have a good night. Keep it going for your host, Mike Hernandez.